Episode 4 The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
時折僕は思うのだよ、ワトソン。ホームズは物憂げに首を振り言った。我々が目にする事件は本当にそれが全てなのだろうか。その裏側に誰も知る者のない物語が隠れているかもしれない。ハーブティーから立ち上る湯気を追うその夢見るような眼差しの先には、きっとあの雪の日の夕刻の情景が浮かんでいたのだと思う。
Oh no! Someone is
ブライ
dead.
ヤーロードの歩道に倒れ伏した若い女性とその背に刺さった狂人。ガス灯の明かりが柔らかく切り取った奇怪な事件現場の情景。不可解な姿なき犯人の事件は薄い霧の中静かに幕を開けたのだった。
Ooh, an invisible killer. This should be fun. Wait, are we not gonna talk about the ending of Case 3? The 19th of February, 9:47 AM. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's Office. I have no idea what was the voice that I gave him. It's okay, we will just go with it. Oh, we are starting with Susato. Great. Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo? No, not at all. What? It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious, I felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gaslights twinkling, it was brighter than day even in the middle of the night. Oh, I guess that's the reason why they couldn't sleep. What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Buria, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other. Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except, when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Oh no, £3. Oops, sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting, I just wandered in without thinking. Great, Ryu. You already accumulated a debt on what, the second day of being here? Wow. In a lodging house in Japan, that some money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. Oh, that, wow, is that much? Jeez. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't have my tears when we were presented with the bill. Oh no. I really am sorry. Poor thing. Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodging straight away though. If we are not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less. Ugh. London is a scary place. No, it's not scary, it's just expensive. Hello, Blood, thank you. Oh, good morning to you at this early hour. Who the heck is this? Oh, of course, who else was it? Who could it have been? Oh, yes, well. Yeah, well? Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday. Okay, so we are going back to that. Great. Susato-san is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. Oh yes, it was very eye-opening, thank you. And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end. Yes, I've already been apprised of events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. Oh. No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. Who knew that just doing a single court case would make myself a lawyer, but okay, thanks. My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land. Thank you very much. So, I'm a lawyer now. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem. Another case? Already? Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it. What's to come to terms with? The man was clear. What more were you hoping for? Yeah, I mean, considering the way it ended, I was not satisfied either. Oh, are we going to go back to it? The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Yeah, and then he laughed very loudly after that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, though this was a strange scene to have, to say the least. I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilder really was innocent. Mr. Naruhodo, it's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth, and then the trial ended. Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer. Sorry? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? Whoa, what? Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following the trial. No! What? Mr. McGilded is dead? Thanks, Birds, thanks. What is going on? I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk. Okay, let's talk. I want to know more from you. What the heck just happened? Why? Why is he dead? McGilder's death, tell me more. I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead? After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom. Yes, this the ending cutscene, right? Yes, of course. There was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGilded had been accused of. Precisely. Well, while the Bailey's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames. No. How could such a thing have happened? That is being investigated as we speak, but already the police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilded. That's awful. The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere. That bailiff really needs to pay more attention. Yes, very much so. What is happening? And how could that have happened? That is also being investigated as we speak. Oh, this is so mysterious if that's the case. Thinking back now, immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilder did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Yeah, he did. And I thought that he was actually going back to plant more evidence, like to plant more evidence to work in his case. But at the same time, I mean, I also speculated that he died inside, but I was like, no, how can it be? You know, it's not gonna happen, and now he's dead.
Well, I must be making tracks now. It's time for the inspection.
Sorry? What inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself.
An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the carriage. Wait, what? But then who was Mr. McGilder talking about? Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation.
This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
Oh, Mr. McGilder.
Yeah, so this is gonna be tough, right? Because we won't truly know if he was actually guilty or innocent for now, I think. I don't think this case will cover him. But we'll probably find out eventually. British court. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was...
Wow! Oh, Ryu, is that the best you can go?
Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the solemnity of Great Britain's long history.
Thanks, Susato, thanks.
It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old.
Wow! Susato-san has such a way with words. Yes, please learn more from Susato. Jeez.
And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones.
Oh no! God damn it, Susato, don't read my thoughts. Oh. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can.
The most advanced in the world, is it?
Oh. It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair. It was nowhere near simple at all.
Simple? That was simple?
That was nowhere near simple. As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose.
I don't mean to be contrary, Lockstrong Heart, but the case was anything but simple.
I wonder why he keeps saying that the case is simple, right? It feels weird for him to be able to say that so confidently like that.
The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favourable verdict. Is something funny?
No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. That's true, I guess, and that can only be attributed to exceptional talent. Would you agree?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations. I freely admit that much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I have prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before.
What's going on? What was he going to say before?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Something feels weird now with him. I mean, well, he's the one giving me cases, so I can't really say much for now. But okay, tell me more about the new case.
Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Don't tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes.
Oh no, 10 minutes. Don't worry. It's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different.
Oh, I see. Did you just read my mind?
That is to say, no one has died as yet. What? And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. 23 hours, 43 minutes and 19 seconds to be precise. So we have until tomorrow for the trial. Yay! That's more than enough time. Thanks, Strongheart. Thanks.
So the trial's tomorrow then.
Great.
Is everything alright?
No, it's not alright, Susato. Do you not just hear what happened?
Oh, yes, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. I don't know if I should face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilder's trial.
Ah yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense.
Oh,
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome.
the most terrible end, always the defendant.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you're doing self-defense, you're almost guaranteed a guilty verdict, with the harshest punishment. Yes, that's right.
Here we go again.
Aw man. Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. Yes, I get the reference. You have a lot of gears at the back. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes and 39 seconds until the court sits.
Last time you mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time.
Yes, that's how he is. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you.
Oh, what's that?
Yesterday, you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi.
Yes?
I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds.
Oh, well, Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world works so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing. Oh,
Another thing? Continue.
on the way here, on the steamship, he says something to me.
There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important? And what exactly would that be?
He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he'd ever made it to Great Britain.
You're out of time. Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. Was it 34 seconds? I have no idea.
Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Asogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me.
I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand.
Oh, hello.
I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case. He'll be able to apprise you of the details.
How long has he been there?
Huh. So, I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell. Thanks, strong heart. Thank you. Goodbye. Huh.
There's something very important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what do you mean? I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think?
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, before we do that,
I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all.
yeah, just look at his body language, right? Crossed arms, everything. He looks semi-uncomfortable or slightly pissed off, a little bit cold. Okay, anyway, what? Yo, are you holding wages? That looks like wages. Before we do anything, can I examine? Yes, I would like to examine the place because I finally have time to look around in this place without being chased away. So,
Just look at all the naughty books packed together on these shelves. They go from floor to ceiling. And they're all books that you couldn't hope to come by in Japan. It's like a dream.
aw.
Yes, a very bad dream.
Oh yes, fine. Well, I'm not a book person either, so I can't really relate.
They are not all about British law either. They are books about the judicial systems of other Western nations. France, Germany, Spain, Holland.
What about Russia?
Why do you ask? I was wondering about asking the Lord Chief Justice how you say wardrobe in Russian. What do you think? Aw. I think perhaps it's a thought best abandoned.
Aw. Aw man, Asogi, god damn it. Anything else that I can check here? Oh, I can check this.
Is this some kind of clock? Actually, I think we might be inside some kind of giant clock. But those gears are larger than anything you'd find on a steam locomotive even.
Yeah, they're huge. This one is like it's like gears everywhere and stuff. It's really cool.
It's eerie. Do you think clocks are some sort of hobby of his?
The Lord Chief Justice, I mean.
Well, boys do enjoy fiddling around with machines, don't they?
Do you guys? I mean, I'm just a computer person, so hey. Imagine putting your hand near that. Oh god, please no. Oh god, no. Please don't. That is scary.
I'm not sure you could fiddle with clocks that size.
What? Never mind.
And I'm certain you couldn't call him a boy.
What is this entire sentence? Okay, it's okay, never mind, let's move on.
Still, it's amazing how little noise the clocks make, considering how large they are.
Well, if you grease them well enough, it should be able to just turn without much of any sounds, generally. So like, maintain them well enough.
There's actually something quite soothing about their precise rhythm.
Yeah, true. That's the beauty of clocks in general. Yes, what's this?
Look at these menacing metal giants facing each other across the room. I believe they're suits of armor. Oh, right. I thought maybe they were like the lion dogs we have in Japan guarding shrine gates.
Ah, yes, I know what he's talking about.
No, not at all. In fact, in Europe, suits of armor like these are always possessed by evil spirits, you know.
Thanks. Thanks, Susato, thanks.
And they roam around in the middle of the night.
Yes, they do, I guess.
Really? Is there nothing you don't know, Miss Susato? This book tells me everything I need to know about everything. If you're ever unsure, just ask.
That book is not even that thick. Come on. How much can it possibly pack in that book?
Where did she get that incredible tome?
Yeah, who knows? Who even knows? What else can I examine here? It's so weird that there's no music all of a sudden.
This must be the Lord Chief Justice's desk. I believe it's made of marble.
It looks more like an over-the-top tombstone that's toppled over to me. A tombstone that's toppled over? What? How?
I think that's your fanciful imagination at work again, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, I can't see it. Where the heck is the tombstone thing from?
It feels like everything that's normally made of wood and paper at home is made of bricks and stone here. I know. That's why this place feels so overbearing, I'm sure.
Oh, okay, thanks. Anything else on the left? I don't think so. I mean, this place we probably wouldn't be here often, so I'm just taking a chance to examine it before, before I don't get a chance to. So let's see, is there anything else? Aside from you, of course. Nope, nothing else. Okay, hi. Why are you holding some fries? Would you like to have them? Oh, nom nom nom, yes. Uh-oh, he's gonna talk soon and I don't know what voice to give him. Could we trouble you? Oh god, I don't know what voice to give him. He has a very, how should I say? How should I even phrase it? I feel as though he has a very young voice, an uncle voice. An uncle voice. Who ate fries like that? Well, I mean, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, you'll probably just eat it like that. Uncle. Well, I mean, since Makuda is dead, right? Maybe I'll just do something in between there. I don't know. What do you think?
Ah! Lovely weather, isn't it?
What's the weather got to do with anything? Ah. Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English gent eating out of your hand, you know?
But Susato-san told me it was foolproof.
Oh man. Oh, whoa. I'm a busy man. A very busy man. Yes. Don't be so aggressive on your fries, sir. Please relax. Oh, it's fish and chips. He's eating the fish, I just saw. There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having to give the likes of you a talking to.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Huh? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the big wigs these days. And all because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. Hear the ripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters. Tatters, sorry. I saw potato and I said taters.
There's no need to rip us apart as well. I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryonosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer.
Eh?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Sue.
Eh? Wait, what?
It's... What is happening? It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
Oh god, oh no. Is he one of those Sir Pepe who actually likes pretty women? Oh, suddenly a little bit gentlemanly here. It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine.
Unbelievable! How did she pull that off?
Ooh. So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Gregson, Inspector Gregson? What's the matter with Susato-san?
What? What just happened?
Does this detective's name mean something to her?
Ooh, and what's this tune here? It's so groovy. Inspector Gregson. Tell me more about yourself.
Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson?
Oh. Nom.
You're acting like you know this man, Miss Susato, but he's a London detective. Oh, I do know him very well, in fact.
Very well?
Yes, he features prominently in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh my god, is that book again? Why? Oh, in that publication.
What's it called again? Rand's magazine? That's right, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry.
So they are enemies. Great.
Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible.
Well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come out with the goods from time to time.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise.
She's so happy over this.
Gregson is the pick of a bad lot of all the Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words.
Wait. What? Gregson is the pick of a bad lot. Doesn't that mean that he's the best of the worst? That's his highest praise?
Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
Well, I guess that he is not. And thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now. That's great, isn't it? I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard went through the roof.
Well, that's wonderful.
No, it is not. There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure.
Rumors? Are you quite sure?
He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head. Stuff like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
I don't think so. Maybe he's the kind that will play up like negative thoughts about himself. You know, people have a tendency to do that. So, oh well. Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying, but I know what folk are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. As sure as eggs is eggs.
I get the feeling this detective could be very hard
Work. Oh.
Oh dear, perhaps a sudden rise to fame does change people.
I guess. Yes, please tell me more about the case.
So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before.
Nothing to tell, really. As far as we are concerned at the yard,
Sorry to interrupt.
it couldn't
Hello,
be
boss.
simpler.
Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we are concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
True. Every single time they say like, oh, it's nothing much, it ends up being like a mess.
I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right.
A young woman was walking along the pavement of Briar Road where she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she still laid up in hospital unconscious.
That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind? I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off with a Susato takedown, would you?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo.
Brace yourself, Yunosuke. You've angered her now. Rip. Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest.
So, there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit. Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question?
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one.
Sorry?
There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now.
Why ever not?
Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Baroque Van Zeeks.
No!
Oh, great. Sounds like you've heard of him then.
Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zeeks. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
The Reaper of the Bailey. Aw man. Why is it always him? Reaper of the Bailey. Tell me more about Van Zeeks, I guess.
Lord Baroque.
Okay, is it Baroque or Baroque? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Baroque. Baroque seems to match nicer. Baroque Van Zeeks.
Who we faced in court only yesterday. Mr. McGilder told us about him before the trial, didn't he?
Oh, we're going back. It's a flashback now? Thanks.
When Van Zeeks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs.
His theme though is great. I'm assuming this is his theme here. It's awesome. Absolutely love it.
So cool though.
Okay, this is actually Megiddo talking, so. And in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
This Reaper of the Bailey nickname, I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty, is that it? Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruhodo secured a verdict of not guilty.
And what of it?
Oh, well, I think that means that even against the report of Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
No, you really don't have a clue, do you?
What do you mean?
What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead.
Ah,
Magnus McGilded came a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you?
What are you saying?
Wait, is he insinuating that Van Zieks is killing people if the guilty is not in his favor? That can't be the case. Are you serious? Look, if Van Zieks could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles, he works magic. Black magic. I'd have a good long think about that if I were you.
Are we really supposed to believe that?
Aw. Right, well, I filled it in as requested and I'm very nearly out of chips. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place.
That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself. Oh, this is I think the first proper investigation that we have.
You've branded him a criminal already?
He's as good as. Shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. It'll give you a chuckle if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. For more, I thought he's innate 53. I was like, what? Innate? Inmate 53. Thank you. Huh. That guy's gonna be interesting. I wonder if he'll appear more.
So, there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say. Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage too.
I mean, we don't even really know much about the case right now. I don't think it'll be fair for us to just drop it.
But if the man Dave arrested is innocent,
Yeah, true.
you could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I for one wouldn't find the sight of that funny. So, if I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try. So I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help? Do you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your judicial assistant.
Thank you. So then, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's move. Yes, I would like to move too. Oh, there's two places.
Let's maybe...
Ooh, okay, let's go down the list. So let's go to Briar Road first. The scene of the crime.